Bloggo's POW! Well, from the power of the interactive CD generation of 1993 comes a game by Crystal Dynamics, you know, those people who did Tomb Raider, or the new Tomb Raider, and it's Crash and Burn. Oh, how jobby is that menu? Crash and Burn, previews, Crash and Burn, previews. Okay, so Crash and Burn. Now, when the 3DO was coming out, this was one of those things which I already looked at, so the previous screenshots of the 3DO. I thought, this looks amazing. This is incredible. It's the next generation. It's here. So here we go. So the future, 2044. So it's not that far off, really. In the future, Donald Trump has built a massive race course instead of a wall between Mexico and the USA. Anyway, let's skip that shit. Oh. Presentation's nice, isn't it? Okay, well, let's just go straight for a rally. Select your character. Now, so I'm playing the Japanese version here of Crash and Burn, so apologies if some of these things come up in Japanese. So you've got Carl Weathers knockoff. Oh, who's that remind me of? An accountant. Radical 90s punk. Pennywise's crap cousin. Oriental bird. Oh, an 80s glam rocker. Yeah, let's have 80s glam rocker. Yep, so that's in Japanese. Oh no, you have to select him. Oh no, twice. Okay. So, Crash Course Circuit. Circuit champion is Pennywise, with oven gloves on. Well, I hope no oven gloves, not those gloves that you put on when you're a vet and you have to go up the backside of a cow. Yes, I'd like to race, please. Now, when they previewed this, it looked amazing. It was before Ridge Race or Daytona had been previewed, so it looked like this was going to be the way forward for games. So, oh dear. So you can't go off-road at all. By modern standards, this is awful, and to be honest, by standards set, as I said, a year later with things like Ridge Race and Daytona, it's awful. I mean, oh what? Jesus, that's a horrible effect. Have any weapons? Oh, we've got a first-person view. Oh, there we go. There's the gun. Try and switch view again, because that was... Well, you can change weapons. You've got missiles there. We've got some landmines, standard machine gun, and this laser thing. Well, I was in third place before I got stuck behind that Sunday driver. There's a window on the top left-hand corner. I'm not entirely sure what that does. Oh, it's some kind of cyber rearview mirror or something. Have I done a lap yet? No, I haven't. Still one lap. Somebody shooting me from behind. Does my car have a damage meter? Is that the damage meter up there, which is flickering around like nobody's business? I think there was a pit lane, I missed that. This is all very underwhelming, isn't it? I suppose in 1993, I suppose the best you could have hoped from this kind of racer, I suppose was... oh! Well, I got stuck on a corner and died. I suppose the best you could hope from this kind of racer, I suppose, was things like Mario Kart. Okay, let's try a different... We're not saying, you know, Mario Kart's obviously infinitely better than this. It just seems to me that they had the technology, they didn't know what to do with it yet. And as things happened, the 3DO wasn't new enough or successful enough, I suppose, in the long run to have a for them to develop on it. Oh shush. I mean, obviously the road rash on the 3DO is excellent, and Wasteland. Need for Speed was pretty good, but in the grand scheme of things, the 3DO didn't go very far. I wonder what the 3DO could have been capable of had it been the prevalent system of the time. There's an alternate history to be scared of. A history where the 3DO and the CDI became the Nintendo and the Sega of the future, or Nintendo and the Sony of the future even. Well, this course looks the same as the last one. This car doesn't appear to be able to use its weapons. Let's go for a bit of inside view. Oh, that's better. There we go. Extreme banked corner coming up. I do hate that when you hit a car, it goes all negative and crazy. Better be a nice drop the other side of this. Better be a payoff for going all the way up this hill. No, it's not. There's just a banked dirt track. Yeah, I mean, this was supposedly at the time the killer app for the 3DO when it, on release. And ultimately, it's not very interesting. It's quite a decent draw distance, I suppose, when you think about it. But very underwhelming in the grand scheme of things, isn't it? Where's my car's on fire yet? Oh yes it is. I'm sure there's some rabid Crash and Burn fanboys out there screaming at me that I'm not playing it right, or I've misunderstood it and it's actually a fantastic game. Yeah, I'm really getting nothing from this. Why am I doing any damage to these other cars? But no indication of how much damage I'm doing to them. Well, They're having a little scrap out over there. Yeah, have a missile. So the future was going to be CD based. This is what we had to look forward to. Trip Hawkins, the creator of the 3DO, or at least the 3DO company, quite famously said that Sony and Sega were overestimating the importance of polygons, and that traditional sprite scaling and art methods were still clearly the way forward. Didn't work out quite like that, did it, Trip? I'm actually getting really bored playing this now. Now, these backgrounds I don't think are... well, they're not real time. I think they're... I think maybe the tunnel itself is real time, but the... maybe with a texture map on top, but it's still essentially streaming it from the hardware piece by piece. It's not actually a real-time world a la Daytona or Ridge Racer. Well, my car's flashing all over. Maybe I should have gone in the pits last time I was near there. Only on lap 3 of 5, it feels like I've done 70 laps of this. How many mines left? Oh, too lazy for taking me. Oh, I've missed a pit lane again. It's another thing in these kind of games, because it's streaming the track straight from the CD. I couldn't turn around and go back again. It's one thing you couldn't do in Road Rash or Need for Speed either. Yeah, I'm absolutely bored of this. It's dreadful. Now, I would play Road Rash, except with the problem with Road Rash, excellent game and all, it's got licensed music in it. So if you put that shit on YouTube, you're going to get a copyright strike, aren't you? I really don't care if I die now. So if I did want to play Road Rash, I'd have to play it with the sound right down. That's no fun, is it? I would say this car seems to take a lot more punishment than the previous car I was driving. The Glam Metal Detective. Oh, I missed a pit again. Oh, go on, please make a beaver. Can you go off the edge? No, that's about as far as you can go off there. Still in 6th place. Maybe next time I'll play Mega Race. That's probably about as good as this. If anybody wants me to play Mega Race on the 3DO, I don't know, email my webzone or tweet my flap chat or whatever you cool kids do these days. No weapons left apart from this really rubbish laser. Hey, at least it's the last lap. Bound to get some sort of derogatory message when I finish saying that I came last. Maybe the clown hitting me in the face with a cream pie or something. Well, there we go. Rank out. You've failed to place. 3 continue to remain. Continue or quit. I'm gonna quit.
Here, subscribe or naff off.